Hey everyone, it's Liz over at the Jones Group. I hope you're having an awesome week. Today's tip is talking about the 3 signs that it's time to sell your rental property. We all dreamed about having plenty of rentals. I know I've owned several over the course of my career. And there are good times, money flowing in, no complaints from the tenants. It has positive cash flow. Things are great. And of course, then there are times that it makes more sense, like during COVID when people aren't paying you or cash flow isn't there. So let's take a peek at those 3 items and see if that might be helpful. So the first one we talked about is cash flow. How do you determine that? So you'll take what you receive for rent minus your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. What's left over is your cash flow. That should receive about 5 to 10% cap rate. And that is a healthy one that most of us investors strive for. When it starts to dip below that 5%, or even it's negative, you're just basically breaking even, it's time to sell that rental property. How about, is it in a high demand area? So when you post an ad, do you get 15 calls, 20 calls, 30 calls, or 1 call? It may not be in a high demand area. Possibly the 55 plus community, more people own than they rent. So you really have to consider whether or not your rental is in a high demand area. Maybe it's time to sell. And the last and final one is whether or not you are a long distance landlord. So when you think about it, I own a property and it is now on the market and it is in Florida. I used to live in Florida, so I purchased a duplex there. And it's been increasingly more difficult as the property ages for me to do the maintenance on the property. Finding a team of people that can come in, mow the lawn, and can be my eyes and ears to find out whether or not those jobs actually got done right. How about repairs? So plumbing repairs. I'm always looking for a great plumber. I'm always looking for a new person to repair things. The roof. Those are things that will happen. The older the property is, the more repairs come up. They cut into your profit, they cut into your cash flow. So it might be time to sell. And right now is an incredible time as inventory is at its all-time low in my career. So I do want to say that if you have any questions or you'd like to find out whether or not someone else thinks it's a good idea to sell your property, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. I'm Liz Jones with the Jones Realty Group, and until the next time.